And I think this thing is a recurring issue when His Royal Highness, the Lamido Sanusi, as the then central bank governor, when he brought out that issue of monies being siphoned from NNPC, nobody believed initially. But we have seen it from all these recoveries from the Zani issue. And I think, I don't know why NNPC in particular should have access to this revenue when it's generated. They can be, yes, it is their responsibility to sell Nigerian crude. Yes, it's their responsibility to generate this revenue. But when it is generated, why must NNPC again have direct access to these funds? These funds are supposed to go to the Federation account, and nobody should have access to it unless it comes to the after the FAC meeting and is shared to the 3 tiers of government, and each government will have access to its own share. So I think we need to look at maybe the act establishing NNPC maybe gives it the right to have access to this revenue. Revenue generating agencies are not supposed to have access to revenue generated by them. Immediately it is generated, it's supposed to be paid direct into the Federation account, into the account of the government. So they are not supposed to have access. They are not supposed to be signatories of this account. These accounts are supposed to be controlled by CBN. So I don't know why NNPC in particular should have access, after generating revenue, should have access to the revenue itself. So it is very important that we investigate, and we should go deep and see how do they even have access to these monies when they generate this revenue. How do they have access to it? Because they are not supposed to have access to it when they generate it. So it's very important that we investigate. And as my colleague said earlier, that we should expand the scope, not to just limit ourselves to May and June. We should go further and investigate so that we can come to a conclusion. This thing has been recurring decimal. Because as Honorable Shagari said earlier, that we have been investigating this issue over and over and over again. So why should it be a recurring decimal? That means we have not been able to do the investigation thoroughly. So this time we should have a thorough investigation, investigate this issue and come to a permanent conclusion so that everyone can go to sleep and be assured that NNPC, whatever revenue being generated by NNPC will come to the Federation account. Thank you. I so support.